So I did a Real to Sims recreation where I take a photo, usually from Pinterest, and I try to recreate it the best I can in The Sims 4. So this is what I came up with. I went ahead and started in the kitchen, and you can see in the picture that there isn't a big, like, photo of the picture. It's kind of hard to see, and it's a pretty small kitchen. So it was a little challenging, but it definitely ended up being one of my favorite parts of this entire build. And if you noticed, I'm building a loft today, so there's a few different parts to this build, but I've just been so fixated on lofts recently, and I really wanted to build one. But when I saw this picture, I knew I wanted to recreate it. And it was one of those things where I love the picture, but I have no idea what house it would live in. So it's a lot of fun to just do a quick recreation like this, where I'm trying to match the image versus building it out as a whole house. So definitely would recommend doing this if you're in a little bit of a building rut. It's just a lot of fun. So you can see I'm cluttering up the kitchen. And I don't know if you noticed, I had some problem with the built-in shelves. I thought I was going to flip them upside down with the tool mod, but once I did that, I realized I didn't like it. So I just put them in normally. So one of the things in the picture, it looked like the back of the kitchen had an almost metallic backdrop, and I wasn't sure how to sort of emulate that, but what I ended up doing was I used some no CC art from the gallery, and I'll be sure to link the simmer below where I got it from, their origin ID, so you can find it too. But I went ahead and used that piece of marble, and that is partly why I love this kitchen, and it's definitely one of my favorite kitchens I've done in a while. I think that looked really nice. So moving on to the dining room, and again, it was just a small portion of the picture, so I think I was able to match it pretty well. So this was kind of like when the build started coming together, when I saw those beams go up, and that's kind of why I chose the image, because I thought the snowy escape beams would be able to match the image pretty well. And once I saw them, I'm like, okay, this is gonna work out pretty well. But I'm starting on the living room, and that's where I knew I'd have the biggest difficulty, just because we have such limited modern furniture. And of course, the picture had really nice modern couches that we definitely don't have in The Sims 4. But I think I was happy with what I was able to use. And my favorite part of this is definitely using I used the nesting or the tables from Dream Home Decorator, and I actually use them to look like nesting tables. And it's something I would have never thought about, which is why I like doing recreations like this, because helps me just like think of things in new ways, look at items in new ways. And I'm so happy with how it turned out. It's something that I definitely will be using in other builds in the future. So, after the living room, I just had to put lights up, and actually starting to get to the end of the build. So I just need to do the upper piece of the loft, and I did want to resize it because I was just building in a gigantic square. So I tried to make it look a little more suitable, and then I just had to add in the bedroom. So if you want to download this loft and kind of put your own spin on it and see maybe build it out a little bit more, you can find it on the gallery. My origin ID is SimmeredJess, and I hope you have a good day. Bye!